Asking the experts. Offsite construction. Finance. What is the cost breakdown of a modular construction project?
To do an affordable housing project, 40% of the cost of the project is what the box cost is. About 35% is what happens on site, so that's your GC who's doing the foundations and podiums, whatever it is, and then 25 roughly percent comes from entitlements, tap fees, all those things that are imposed upon each group. And so, one of the things we get a lot of pushback on is can't you make your product a little cheaper or just cheaper? You say you're affordable. Well, we're just 40% of the pie. So we need everybody in that piece of pie to be lowering costs to make this happen.
How do modular lenders evaluate the offsite construction process and risks?
We spend a lot of time thinking about risk. Obviously, just to think, sort of bifurcate risk, there is the risk associated with the project, whether it's conventional or modular construction. Let's just call it alpha risk, right? So that exists no different than any construction project. But then you kind of look at the flow of money and where our money goes. The bulk of that is actually going to the manufacturer. So we have to have a strong understanding of the manufacturer. We'll walk the manufacturer floor. We want to understand the reputation of the manufacturer, what they've done, have they done this before?
It's more of a challenge because of uncertainty. And I think that uncertainty for us in our evaluation in many cases will translate back to what's the risk factor in the pipeline at the factory. And so most factories are sitting on 4, 5, 6 different projects in front of the one that's being financed. How can I be certain in this that the factory is going to be able to deliver on this?
How do lenders evaluate offsite construction projects and their risks?
This project went into bidding for subcontractors at approximately the worst time that I can imagine. During 2021, when we were experiencing supply chain problems, delays in delivery materials, workforce shortages, extra requirements for worksite facilities, was when they were procuring the subcontractors. I will tell you that the modular portion of this went up only about 10% during that time period. The construction costs on the remainder of the project went up by about 40% during that project.
Thank you for watching. To learn more, visit ivoryinnovations.org/offsite.